and foresight mindset, shaping your future, leadership and life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My goal as a speaker is to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be speaking to us on a topic which I've captioned, You Are Not What You Own. Again, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this message with your friends and family, especially those who can benefit from the ideas that are going to be communicated in this video. So like I said, today I'll be speaking to us on a topic which I've captioned, You Are Not What You Own. And I want to say this. People really run into trouble when what they have, the cars they drive, the clothes they wear, the house they live in, define who they are. When what they have forms the basis of their identity. Because when they lose their things, they end up losing themselves. Most people end up losing themselves when the things that they have, the cars they drive, and the clothes they wear forms the basis of who they are. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of every human being, it's not on the things that they own. It's when they begin to build their life inside out or live their lives inside out as opposed to outside in. I've shared this story before. In 2006, my parents lost their business. And I always ask my father all the time, like, how did you do it? From living in a 4-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom house with 5 kids and my mom as well. So it was 7 of us. My younger brother, my dad, and I will be sleeping on the sitting room, and my mother and my 3 sisters were sleeping in the one room that we were renting. Imagine moving from a house, having lots of businesses around you, and losing everything to now living in a 1-bedroom house. How did he do that? He always tell me that life, my son, it doesn't have to be lived outside in, it has to be lived inside out. When you live life outside in, when you form the identity of your life based on the things that you own, based on the cars that you drive or the clothes that you wear, chances are that you are going to end up losing yourself when you lose those things. And here's what happens. At the base of every pleasure, when your life, when the things that you have, the cars that you drive and the clothes you wear forms the identity of who you are, you end up losing yourself. And here's what happens. At the base of every pleasure, at the base of everything that you allow to define your life, there is a fear of losing those things. At the base of everything that you own and everything that you allow to identify who you are, there is fear of losing those things. So if you allow the car that you drive to define who you are, to allow it to form the basis of who you are, the chances are that you are going to end up losing yourself, because at the base of every pleasure, there is fear of losing that thing. And people of greatest power, people who move regardless of what they own, are those who live life inside out. And I'm going to quickly share with us today how to build an identity that can't be broken. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more contents that is going to inspire you, to shape you, to transform you, and to equip you as you prepare to walk into the future that you have envisioned. So the first key to to build an identity that can't be broken is to detach your worth from your wallet. Detach your worth from your wallet. The lie that we have been told, most of us, is that the more stuff you own, the more value you have. But that's the greatest lie, ladies and gentlemen. The truth is that your worth is intrinsic. The best of you is always in you. It's not the things that you own. It's not the iPhone that you own. It's not the car that you drive. The best of you in life is always intrinsic. Is always intrinsic. As a matter of fact, the greatest potential of your being is intrinsically connected to you. But the complete realization of that potential is achieved through the influence and the support of others. So understand that your value is not in the things that you own. Your value is intrinsic. So identify your gifts, identify your talents, identify your strength. That's what makes you. That's what makes you great. And that's what gives you the identity. All the great guys who have ever walked on this face of the earth, their greatness was not attached to what they own. No one remembers Nelson Mandela because of the billions that he had in his account. People remember him because of his strength, because of his courage, because of his character, because of his vision, because of his dream. So you have to be grounded, not by what you own. You have to be grounded by your decision making. You have to be grounded by your purpose. You have to be grounded by your vision. You have to be grounded by your purpose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is inside out. That is what we call living life inside out as opposed to outside in. So detach your worth from your wallet. What you have doesn't make you. It's who you are that makes you. It's your vision and your dreams and your character that makes who you are. So for you to build an identity that can't be broken, you have to detach your worth from your wallet. You have to detach your worth from the things that you own, from even your relatives. So I remember when I was in high school, I had this friend of mine. He had his aunt was living in the United Kingdom, and you know, when you are in Africa and your aunt is working in the United Kingdom and they send you pounds, you think like you have made it, right? Most people felt like they have made it in those days. They detached their worth based on the things around them, and not on who they are, and not understanding that their worth is intrinsic. It's their decision making. It's how they think. It's how they the dreams they have that makes who they truly are. So for you to begin to build an identity that can't be broken, you have to detach your worth from your wallet. And understand that the power begins when you stop trying to impress and begin trying to express. To detach simply means to stop trying to live a life that you want to impress and begin to live a life that expresses. Show yourself fully by expressing your ideas, your thoughts, your decision making fully. That's how you begin to build an identity that can't be broken. So that's key number one, ladies and gentlemen. Key number two, rebuild identity from within. The most powerful people in this world are those who have lost everything and didn't lose who they are. The most powerful people in this world are those who lost everything and yet didn't lose who they are. I just shared a story of my father. In 2006, my father lost his business, and my dad was a very good businessman. I always say that. He owned a farm, he had a butchery business. I mean, things were going well for him. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. In 2006, the tobacco market wasn't doing well in Malawi. So my father decided he was going to sell his tobacco in Zambia, which is our neighboring country. So he carried his 4 tons of tobacco, went into Lusaka, offloaded his tobacco at a certain marketplace, waiting to start a trade in the morning after. But that very same night, some guys set up a fire at the marketplace, and my father's tobacco burnt down. He lost everything, and he couldn't even save a single bell. And he returned back home to us in Malawi, frustrated, confused, and not knowing what he should do. And we understood him because he had workers on the farm waiting to get paid. And part of the agreement with the workers on the farm was that they will get paid once they have